With schools now the target of bandits and insurgents, security forces are having an uphill task preventing more attacks on students and teachers. And this has led to the FCT Police Command devising a covert means of making it difficult to abduct students in Abuja. Defense correspondent Sifon Isien reports.
Since December 2020, there's been at least 4 mass kidnapping of students from their dormitories in northern Nigeria. At least 804 students have become victims in the wake of the attacks. Kaduna State is now the epicenter of the attack on schools. Security forces are having an uphill task preventing more attacks. The state's proximity to Abuja, the nation's capital, is a cause for concern. The police are carrying out covert operations, especially in far-flung communities where boarding schools are situated. The strategy includes busting identified kidnappers' camps in isolated areas.
We have launched an offensive in areas where we have had a record of kidnapping incidents, and we have let me just leave it at launching an offensive, so I don't give you, I don't expose our strategy, especially places with difficult terrain, places like Abuja, and also places on the border axis of the FCT.
For these security risk analysts, preventing attacks on schools require a lot more.
This security arrangement should have at least 3 levels. The one level is the physical security in the school. Now this will have to be with things like access control, and for you to have access control you must have some form of perimeter fencing. Then anti-climbing wires, alarm system, where something goes wrong at least you are able to either blow a whistle or a bell or something. And then training to various components within the school, the students, pupils, academic, non-academic staff, vendors, parents and all that, so that everyone knows his or her role in terms of what to do if security should go wrong.
Schools like this one, the nation's capital, have put in place some level of access control, but the same cannot be said of schools outside of Abuja. But the fact remains that a lot more needs to be done to make schools in Nigeria safer.
We review on a constant basis the situations in all our schools and the measures in place and the actions that needs to be taken where we observe gaps. We have successfully linked all the schools with the security outfits, the police, the CDC, the military bases around the schools.
Beyond access control, there is a need to raise security awareness among the staff and students, not forgetting parents and the host communities where the schools are situated.
The biggest contributor here are the security providers. In this instance, usually private security providers. They are the ones who would man the access control measures. They are the ones who would probably be the first to notice anything that is wrong. So what kind of training are you going to give them to ensure they know the indicators, what to do when they see the indicators? Now beyond them, every other member of the school should also be able to notice those indicators. Now even where you are able to do all of this, the school should be able to present to parents what measures they have put in place in the event that despite these protective arrangements, the attacks still occur.
And the schools generally, the administrators in the schools, the principals, the teachers, including the students, we have succeeded in creating the necessary awareness among them to ensure that if they see something, they will not only say something, they do something.
Like every other security operation, preventing attack on schools may just depend on the availability of credible intelligence by the law enforcement. Beyond these efforts, the responsibility of curbing kidnapping for ransom rests largely with the government. Sifon Isien, TVC News,